Welcome back to Barf City, episode 66. I'm Eric.
I'm Kevin.
Sorry for not doing a video last week. Kevin had some problems with family, and I had death in the family. So it was kind of a crappy week.
Yeah.
I mean,
Today is
uh,
technically our 2-year anniversary, though, for the
really?
podcast, that is.
2 years of doing this podcast,
Yep.
and we've only done six episodes. That's kind
Yeah.
of horrible.
Yeah. Between all the episodes we've skipped over the last couple of years and then the long delay we had, yeah. So we technically are
Okay,
supposed to be
two
on
years.
we are technically supposed to be on
Go ahead.
episode, let me think, episode 104, right? If we did episode every single week. Am I thinking about that right?
Let's see here. There's how many weeks in a year?
52.
52 weeks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that'd be 104 if we were to consistently say that. So we're behind by
Quite a few.
quite a few. Let's see
Yeah.
here.
Almost,
104
that'd be
minus
almost 40.
66. We're behind by 38 episodes.
Yeah. That's like a third of the episodes are missing, basically.
Yeah, so we have missed 38 weeks of episodes. Dang.
We're good at this, aren't we?
Okay, so for our first time together as doing podcasts, within 2 years, missing 38 weeks. So that's what? A B?
A B.
No, I guess we're,
Oh, you're talking percentage wise, yeah.
yeah.
What would that be?
What would that percentage be?
Let's see.
Um,
Excuse me, geez Louise, bro.
trying to think of the math of that. I am not a math guy.
It
Science,
would
history.
be a
Oh, I'm good.
63%, so that's only like that's a D, so we wouldn't even have a C.
Oh my God, we're failing.
We're D tier. Yeah. If we were in college,
Uh,
we'd be failing the class.
that's a
Luckily, in high school, we'd still be passing, barely. But
that we missed. Yeah, we've missed 36%.
yeah,
We're failing grades, man. Can't believe it.
we're failing the podcast uh,
Well,
associate.
I mean, we're slightly above average
Yeah,
or below average.
I would say, I don't think people realize how many people like podcasters only make it to like. I think I looked up a poll one time, and I think most podcasts only make it to like episode 20, and then they just stop doing it, and you never hear from them again. So at least we're better than that. So.
Yeah,
They say if you make it past episode 20, you're already doing better than like I think they said like 70% of the podcast or whatever. So and I was like, well, we're better than that. So because we definitely made it past episode 20. So but yeah. I can't remember the exact number. I think they said it was about 20 episodes. So
yeah,
and our number one listened to episode is still the very first episode. So,
yeah,
well, between I think well, it is common for people to like when they discover a new podcast, they
yeah,
often go back and see what the first episode was because they want to know how it got started. So,
yeah. So let's see. Here's some podcast statistics of different kinds. Podcast listening is growing rapidly. More than 584 million people listen to podcasts in
that
2025,
that doesn't surprise me.
with numbers expecting to reach 619 billion by 2000 by 20 yeah 2026. Blah, 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 blah. Engagement is high. 34% of Americans listen to an average of 8.3 podcast episodes per week, and 83% spend more than 9 hours listening weekly. Video is redefining the podcast landscape. More than half of shows are now posting full videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
Podcasting is a booming industry. The market is projected to be worth 17.59 billion by 2030. Damn.
Dang.
Riverside makes podcasting easier. Oh God, yeah, because AI powered stuff, editing and seem. Because now you can edit your stuff through AI.
Oh yeah, you just run it through the filter thing, yeah, or whatever.
Yeah, Rivers. Yeah, I
Hmm.
guess Riverside is where I'm getting some of these statistics from.
Yeah.
Uh, is that?
AI podcast.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I follow the podcaster like subreddit, and they were like, someone asked, one of the podcasters asked, I don't know what their, most of those people don't say what their podcast is, so I don't know what it is, but they said, what's one thing you wish you knew about podcasting when you first started that you know now? And most people said, they wish they knew that so many people would knew that they would listen to their first episode. That, and most people had no idea that people did that. So, and they were
yeah,
like, had I known that, I would have tried to make a better first episode. I was like, I don't know. I was like, I kind of like the fact that, the first episode is often is less quality than later, because then people can kind of see how you got started and where you came from and
yeah,
how you've improved over the years. To me, I see that as a positive thing. People are like, oh wow, their podcast, has gotten a lot better over the years, or whatever.
yeah. Ours still hasn't gotten better. We're still shit.
Well,
Uh,
our podcast still isn't great, but I would still say it's better than the first episode. So, mm,
well, I mean, also with our podcast, it's because we have yet to get to where we're gonna buy like have new equipment, this and that.
yeah, yeah,
But no,
we're working on all that, but yeah,
apparently, it's an estimated 80% to 90% of podcasts fail within their first year.
yeah, yeah, I could see that.
Ultimately, fewer than 1% of all launched podcasts reach 21 episodes, which is a common benchmark for being in the top 1% of all podcasts globally. By consistently, only about 8 to 9% of all existing podcasts are considered truly active, having published within the last 60 days at any given time. What I'm going to say to you out there who wants to do a podcast, just fucking do it and don't pay attention to the views. Be happy for what you get and just do it for fun.
Yeah, I
I
yeah,
mean, that's what we're doing. Yeah, it's kind of one of those, ooh, if we make it big, that'd be nice. But like, do it for fun. Find a, podcast partner that you can talk shit with and do be
yeah.
stupid.
Or maybe a topic y'all like to talk about a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah, and
mean,
I would say that with anything too. If you YouTube or any form of social media, if you want to do TikTok or Instagram or whatever, or all the above, that's
yeah.
what most people do now. They do a little bit of everything. And but yeah, it just if you find it fun and you're enjoying it, even if your audience isn't really all that big, like don't worry about it. You're having fun, and that's the main point. So
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
get
and you
too
never
caught up in the
know.
numbers.
You never know. Like 2, 3, 4 years from starting
Yeah.
your podcast, you might get a following and you might get big. You might
Yeah,
kick off.
it has happened to people. So some
Yeah.
people start off slow for the first several years, and then suddenly it kicks off. It
And
has happened.
sometimes it just takes one episode to just get out there and just boom.
Yeah.
It doesn't, if you're going, it's in life to do anything, do it because you enjoy it.
Yep.
Even our job that we work as security, I started security because I actually like doing security, which is
Yeah.
why I've held on to the job for so long. Granted, yeah, it's kind of getting boring now, but yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. That's kind of work politics. That's not the
Excuse
job
me.
itself. And with the podcast, I've never done a podcast before. I've always wanted to try it. I thought it'd be cool. I've had a concept for one for years and never did it. And enters Kevin and be like, hey, we made a joke one time about doing a podcast together. And do you actually want to do that? Oh, sure. Yeah. And 66 episodes in 2 years. Not a good
Yeah,
number, but
here we are still doing it. Yeah.
oh, and that's why I'm doing I do a lot of my projects. Do something that can eventually make you money, but do it because you're going to have fun doing it for a long time. Like this podcast might reach 200 episodes. It might reach 10,000 episodes before we're ever even done with it. Or it might just, well, we might be retired still talking like old geezers.
We'll just both die in front of the microphone.
Yeah, if he dies, then I'll do the next episode. Die. Not my last solo episode. Tell everyone goodbye. Um, yeah, you just do what's gonna make you. That's gonna be fun. Pick a topic and run with it.
Oh yeah.
Just do better naming. Kind of suck at name.
Yeah. I've with Barf, I think we've already mentioned this before in the last
Yeah,
anniversary video, but with Barf, I'll quickly go over it for maybe someone who might be listening to this episode that didn't listen to that one. But yeah, with Barf City, I was mostly just trying to think of a name that would be like catchy, like well, eye catching, I guess is probably a better way to phrase it. As you're scrolling
yeah.
through the list and list and list of podcasts, you suddenly come across one that says Barf City, and it might catch someone's eye. So that's kind of what I was going for. It really
Or I
means
might turn them away.
yeah, or yeah, the exact opposite. It really doesn't have a lot of meaning behind it. The closest meaning you could give it is maybe the fact that we don't really have a specific topic we normally talk about. We just kind of
We
talk
just
about
verbal
whatever.
vomit.
So yeah, it's so that's the clip, but really it doesn't even mean that. It really is just
Yeah.
intended to be like eye catching. So
It's clickbait.
yeah, and easy, kind of easy to remember too. Like, because some podcasts like have a good name, but they're also kind of generic, admittedly. And sometimes
Yeah.
if I discover a new podcast, I admittedly sometimes having trouble remember. Like, what's the name of that podcast again? I can't remember, you know. But with
Yeah, I'm
Barf
horrible
City,
at
I feel like
names.
that's one that might stick in your head a little bit. You hear Barf City, and you probably won't forget that one. So
We
probably.
say that, but I've actually had truck drivers be like, "So what was your podcast name again?"
Yeah, that's what I said. Probably there probably are people who have forgotten it, but I feel like it's a little bit more memorable than some other names might be.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Oh,
back.
the NFL's live right now. You got the Cardinals versus the Seahawks, Lions versus I can't read all that name. It's cut off on my screen. The Rams versus the 49ers. My computer just like popped up a little thing in the side corner about
I
the
was about to say
NFL.
that was random.
It just popped up like it's
Mine's
live, right?
mine's always popping up the weather. It'll be like, oh, by the way, here's the weather for today. I'm like, thanks for telling me. I guess I don't know. I don't know why you're
Oh, Washington
telling me
Commanders.
that.
That's what it is. So I can sit here and do the podcast and watch football. Woo!
Yay. Nope. I've done the podcast while reading on Reddit before, so
I mean, yeah,
hmm. I've never
we're
watched
gonna.
anything, I don't think. If I did, I don't recall ever doing that, but I have read on Reddit
Mm,
before. So
no offense to sports podcasters or sports guys, like,
yeah.
because I'm technically a sports guy in a sense, but I'm more well-rounded. I have like other shit. If your podcast is all about sports, you're gonna bore the shit out of me.
Yeah, I would say it depends. Like, I like, well, admittedly, I haven't listened to that many podcasts, admittedly, at all, though, since now I have a car. So, because I used to listen to so many more of them when I walked all the time. But I listened to one sports podcast called Veterans Minimum, and but admittedly, like they talk about all kinds of sports, but they would split up the
Yeah.
episodes into which sports they would talk about that week or whatever. So I would
Now
just
that would be
listen to,
fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would listen on the weeks they do
Okay.
recaps on some of the basketball games and stuff. So
I'll retort myself. If you're just a one type of sports person,
yeah, yeah, you would prefer them to like talk about multiple sports, right?
yeah, if you're
Yeah,
going to talk
because they
about
talk about
soccer,
basketball, football.
football,
Yeah.
yeah, baseball, if I'm going to listen to a podcast, sports podcast, it would definitely have to be a multi different sports.
Yeah.
or talking about the history of sports and like conspiracies in sports stuff. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure there's probably a podcast out there for that. I don't know.
I
I've
actually need
never.
to look.
Yeah. I used to talk about esports on my internet exposition podcast years ago. Well, it was only one segment of the show though. Like the whole show wasn't dedicated to that. I would just set aside a segment talking about like some of the teams and various sports and esports.
Uh, my wife listens to, besides us, of course, she listens to a conspiracy theory podcast
Yeah.
that talks about different theories and stuff and whatever within politics and uh yeah,
Just
cryptids, of
random
course.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hear her every so often listening to it when I come home from work if she's not listening to our newest episode.
So when you say conspiracy theories, do you mean like the podcast is just talking about them, or is it trying to convince you of them?
So it explains. So it's a guy and a girl. I don't know if they're AI voices, but they sound very like emotionalist, so
Yeah, they
maybe.
could be. I don't know. Mhm.
But they read off they speak about like the last one I came into the house she was listening to was talking about the conspiracies and the stuff going on with Martin Luther King and them and oh the Russians the no starts with a C.
Starts with a C. Oh,
Communism. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
And how they were communist spies or whatever. Like there's
Hmm.
the whole and that like two of Martin Luther's guys, his friends were being investigated and how some people were also saying that it was a just a way to destroy the I'm going to hate myself because there's too many things with to say with abbreviations. Is it the NACC? NAAC. But the NAAC, which was created, back then, when racism was at its biggest, uh, was, part of the communist movement and they were communist spies. And they were created by the communists to undermine America. So, like, I was like, yeah, I mean, that's an interesting little topic.
Yeah, yeah. I've heard they've done a couple of episodes on that on a my mind just went blank on unsolved mysteries before talking about that and kind of people behind um all like the assassination and various things. So
Yeah. Apparently, JFK met with Martin Luther King, was like, hey, was it JFK? Yeah. Met with Martin Luther and was like, "Hey, I know, these guys are probably not, but you need to remove yourself from these your friends because they're being checked in with the
yeah.
NCAA, the NAA. I hate abbreviations. It always hurts my brain, dude. Abbreviations always killed me. But how like, yeah, he needs to remove himself before he gets, all that. I don't know. I
Yeah.
didn't catch a lot of it. Of course, I just come home, get changed out my uniform, and then she shuts off the Xbox and I take over.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch something. Depends over that day. But like, that's actually a cool little topic to listen to. My cat is dead asleep and my dog is deciding to stick her head in his stomach to sniffle.
Wow.
Like, he is curled in a ball. He's using my step as a pillow. She's just Ginger. Leave him alone. Let him sleep. I don't know what my character did when I was trying to look that direction. Ah.
Yeah, you were like looking to the side and your mouth was like you were like pointing with your lips or something.
I just like turned my head back just to catch this like a split second before my avatar caught up that I'm looking back at the camera of that. But so how was your weekend?
Um, it's all right. Just working on tons of stuff I still got to work on. So,
Yeah.
Wh- uh, I I didn't. Never mind. I don't want to talk about that. But I was about to say something. I was like, I don't want to talk about that. And then,
Maybe episode 100 or something. We'll discuss some of the details of some stuff.
yeah,
Um, and me and the wife, she already had this weekend called off because we're going to go up to visit her parents this weekend, which we talked about all that.
yeah,
We've been we played Lightyear Frontier, which is a fun little survival farming sim game kind of thing.
Light
Uh,
Frontier.
yeah. God, I cannot stop yawning today.
Oh,
Uh, it's basically you land on a planet. There's planets around the one that you're in that has other settlements, and you're in a which is this the updated version. The original, like the way they had it when we originally played it, wasn't like this. So I'm not sure how I don't know how I feel about the fact that they changed the story some reason. I don't know, or to incorporate more stuff. They even changed the whole planetary map. Uh, it looks prettier, but the terrain's different. This and that. Some of the mechanics are way different. But you are trying to farm up on this better planet, which it's kind of cool because they did a thing where you know how normally when you make a save file and you can name the save file, it's just the name of the save file, so you know what it is, which one it is.
yeah.
This one, when you name your save file, it actually names the planet you're on. Yeah.
Huh.
Uh, they also did another cool mechanic that I'll get into in a sec, but you basically go around, you do your farm. You're in a mech, a farming mech that can do a bunch of stuff, and you make your base, your farm, and you do missions that you send off. So you have this cannon, this gun, basically, that launches a projectile towards the planets as the other settlements with materials that they need.
Huh.
Yeah, and they'll have requests in it like, oh, I need 50 of this fruit or vegetable, this specific crop, and a copper thing of copper wire, and you just gather all that up and send it.
Copper wire. Huh. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and then the mechanic that I really love that is going to be very useful for me and the wife because the problem with some of these games have been like getting on them, and if I'm wanting to do something else or I'm at work, if she wants to play, she typically has to play on her own, and she can't continue the one that we're working on unless we're both here. And instead of like Ark and some other games, we get to buy a server for something like that. You can buy a server, pay for a server. This one's decided to do basically a cloud save in their server,
Yeah.
where if you invited someone to that, it's only a multiplayer, and you have the option between the normal multiplayers, or if you close it out, they can't access it, or this kind of multiplayer. And anybody, they do need to add a feature to kick people because just in case, but they actually warn you that you can't kick people. So be careful who you decide to allow. Uh, Basically, when you play that save, Now they have access to that save that they can host it themselves when you're not around. You can put a password on it, and they can put in the password, host the save, so she can pull it up, host that save, do what she wants to it, save it, and then when I come home, I can get on it and see what she's done.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Yeah. So it basically just allows everyone to have access to the same save, and just whoever gets on it first is the host of that save. Yeah.
Hmm.
Which is actually really cool because that means you could have multiple people in a, if you wanted to do a server, but you don't have the money to do a server, something like this would allow you to create the save and everyone can just get on whenever they want, or even at the same time. And even if one person gets on by themselves and they do something, they can save the save, leave, it just updates that save to what they ever add in whatever they did or deleted. So when you get back on, or anyone else gets back on, it's there. Granted, it gives you like, oh, about griefers. Well, I mean, if they griefed you, just go grief them. Uh, I mean, it's basically just a cheap way to basically have a server without having a server
Yeah.
because everything's technically paused when there's no one on it. Things only progress when there's someone hosting
Right.
and
It's
moving on
not
it.
like right. It's not like an MMO where it just keeps going whether you're there or not. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I like it.
yeah. It sounds interesting. Hmm.
I would like more games to adopt that style because, like, if something like Ark adopted that style, I could make a save and my friends can get on it when I'm off or tame dinos and do this and that. And we won't have to worry about, things happening while none of us are on because, well, my dog has to be at my ass. Why? I'm busy. Get your mama's ass. She's cute. That's her only saving grace. She's cute. She ain't smart. No.
At least she's something though.
Right? Anyways,
Jeez. Well,
so well, I was waiting on you to restart. My cousin sent me a little video.
the heck.
Celine Dion's name has the exact same vowels as Old MacDonald had a farm, and the exact same order. E-I-E-I-O.
Oh, the vowels. I was sitting there thinking of all the letters. I was like, what? I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's what
oh,
threw
the
me off at first.
vowels.
Then
Okay,
my
gotcha.
wife reminded me to say
Oh,
vowel. Like,
yeah.
ah, yeah. Her name has them in the exact order as E-I-E-I-O.
Did you know that Celine Dion did not originally like, I don't know how she feels about it now, but she might like it now, but because I'm sure she made a lot of money on it, but she did not originally like the My Heart Will Go On song for Titanic.
Really?
Yeah, when they wrote that song, they wanted her to sing it, and she said she didn't like it.
Hmm.
And
I did not know that.
not only her, but James Cameron, the director of the movie, he didn't like the song either, so he thought it was stupid. So, but
Hmm.
it worked really well. It was a good marketing song for the movie. So, but like I said, she may have changed her mind now. Maybe she likes the song now, but at the time, yeah, she admitted in the interview that she was like, "Yeah, I didn't really like it." So,
Yeah, Celine
mm,
Dion initially did not want to sing My Heart Will Go On because she was tired of recording songs from movie soundtracks and felt the song didn't appeal to her.
yeah,
Her husband and manager Renee Angeli, Angeli, sorry for butchering your name, convinced her to record a demo, which was so powerful that it ended up being used as the final version in the film, despite director James Cameron's initial resistance to having a pop song in his movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had already recorded several popular movie songs, including Beauty and the Beast and Because You Loved Me, and was hesitant to do another. Songs like Appeal. She found the song itself unappealing at the time, meaning she was likely very tired when she first heard it. Yeah, so basically, it wasn't for her husband, she wouldn't have done the demo. James Cameron was initially against including the theme song in the Titanic, fearing it would be too commercial, but was convinced after hearing the demo.
It was all about that demo. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently that demo, if he convinced her to do a demo, and that was the selling point because it was just so good, I guess. I always find it funny that in the show Supernatural, Balthazar, one of the archangels, literally fucked with time and saved the Titanic because he was tired of the Celine Dion song. He was tired of that song.
Really?
Yeah, so he saved the Titanic
Just so he didn't have
just
to hear that
to
song.
hear, so he didn't have to hear that song no more. Yeah, because that movie would never exist without the
Right.
Titanic wreck, which caused the Sisters of Fate to be extremely annoyed, and they basically pulled a uh, Final Destination, and basically was sitting there killing all the descendants that shouldn't have been born. Because, well, all those people lived, they had kids.
Right. There's actually a conspiracy about the Titanic
Oh.
that the Titanic never actually sunk. There's apparently there were two ships. One was called, and they were in similar size, but one was bigger than the other. I think that's how it went. One they was the Titanic, and one was the Odyssey.
Mhm.
And they apparently someone somewhere claims, yeah, again, it's whether I don't know if it's true, but they claim that at the last minute they switched the ships, that they actually went on the Odyssey, not on the Titanic, and that's the one that actually sunk. And
But yet the wreckage literally says Titanic on the side.
well, apparently James Cameron claimed that when he went scuba diving before doing when he was getting ideas for the movie and stuff, he
Hmm.
claims that he saw on the side of the ship that it said Odyssey on one part of it, but I don't know what part of it was and or if there's any truth to that. That's just what they claimed he said. I don't even know who said that he said that. So I was like, okay. So, but yeah, there's a big conspiracy about it that that wasn't actually the Titanic. I always like to tease my mom about that all the time. Anytime if we ever, I don't know how often we're bringing up the Titanic in conversation, but if it ever does come up, I'm always like, actually, it wasn't the Titanic, it was the Odyssey that sunk. They switched it at the last minute. She's like, whatever. But yeah, that's just what I've heard. So
Damn.
the Odyssey.
Yeah, James Cameron has never claimed to see the name Odyssey instead of Titanic while diving. The claim is unfounded.
Yeah,
Cameron has made 33 dives to the wreck of the Titanic and used the footage for his 1997 film. He has spoken extensively about his experience and historical details of the shipwreck, and all credible accounts confirm the vessel he explored was the RMS Titanic.
yeah.
I wonder who started that.
Oh, there's no telling. Huh. don't know what this is on my lip. Weird.
Uh, yeah, apparently he told Playboy that it wasn't the love story that decided to make him do it, was the fact that he dived down there and seen it so much.
Do
Yeah,
what now?
he did an interview with Playboy
Hmm.
saying it wasn't the love story that made him actually want to do the movie. It was when he went down there and dived and looked at the Titanic itself.
Hmm.
Yep. Also, a lot of people forget that he's also not just famous for Avatar and Titanic, he's also famous for Aliens.
Yeah. Well, he was famous for a lot of movies for Titanic existing.
Yeah. But most people want to talk about Avatar and Titanic
Yeah.
or just Avatar. But I'm like, he did one of the best sequels to a film with aliens. Like,
Plus Terminator, Terminator 2. Yeah. I
yeah,
mean, I would argue that Terminator 2 is a 10 times better movie than Titanic. So
yeah.
just just my opinion. Of course, I'm kind
I
of
mean,
comparing apples to oranges.
visually,
So,
acting, and all that, the Titanic is a beautifully done movie. I mean, James Cameron's a
oh
fucking,
yeah, I'm not denying it's not a good, well done, well crafted movie. I'm just saying,
but
yeah,
it's,
it is, and it is fair to say it's a different kind of movie,
yeah.
obviously. So,
But I don't know. I mean, it's a fantasy story of an historical event.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's Romeo and Juliet and on a boat. So,
Yeah. You know, if I want Romeo and Juliet, I'll watch Leonardo DiCaprio in Romeo and Juliet. Another not very known film. Yeah.
Romeo and Juliet, the modern day one. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
And who's in the forefront?
nope. Leonardo, Leo.
Leo.
Yeah, I never knew that movie existed either until I was in high school. I'd never heard of it. So, they,
Actually, that's how I found out about it too. High
yeah,
school. They
I
showed
was
it
just
in
like,
high
oh, they
school.
made a, and it's so weird watching it too because they use the original dialogue, the original script,
Yeah.
and it's like I'm like, this is strange. They're talking like they're in the medieval times, but it's modern day time.
Yeah. It's pretty, and they made it more like gang related almost.
Yeah,
I mean, I liked it. It's a great movie in the
I mean, it
sense
was
of
an
it's
entertaining
not
watch.
a good
Yeah,
movie.
yeah,
It's a good movie, but it's not a good movie.
yeah, it was an entertaining watch. So I will admit.
Yeah.
It's not a movie I'd really care to see again, but it was entertaining to watch that one time.
I kind of want to watch it again as an adult since I've only seen it like once or twice in high school,
Yeah, I don't know why
just to
my
see how my brain
avatar.
now react to it.
I don't know why my avatar keeps looking like he's going to sleep, but
Yeah, he's sleepy boy.
he's sleeping.
Dude, it feels so weird. It's almost 6 o'clock and it's
Oh,
dark.
I know. It's like
God, it's throwing me off.
I know it's making me sleepy too because I keep looking out the window, and in my room, my living room, it's like dark. Feels like it's 9 o'clock at night, even though it's not.
Yeah, because I'm sitting in my living room and
What
I got
time is it?
windows. It's
It is.
5:40.
Yeah, it's freaking 5 forward. Oh my God.
Like I'm looking at my computer, looking at the monitor, and to my left and right are just two tiny windows in the living room.
Yeah.
And like, so as I lifted my head up to like shake my eyes off from looking at the screen, I just happened to look towards the window. I'm like, oh shit, it's dark.
Yeah. It wasn't too bad on me yesterday. I don't remember what I was doing around this time yesterday, though. Admittedly, yesterday was kind of a complete blur to me because I had a bunch of crap going on. But
Yeah.
uh, But yeah, it is throwing me off tonight though, because like I've just as we've been sitting here, it just keeps getting darker and darker in this room, and I'm like, what? I keep thinking in my head, what time is it? And I'm like, it's not even freaking 6 o'clock yet. I'm like, geez.
Yeah, like I can barely see any light out of my left window, which is where the sun's going down. I can see like bits of light. My right window, between the fact the sun's on the other side and so low, it's pitch black.
Yeah.
So it's like slight light, almost like you know how when there's like a street light nearby your window, but it's not like quite on your window. You just see like the remnants of it or on the around your curtains or shades.
Right. Yeah.
That's what's going on over there, and it's blue. It's a soft light, and on the other side, it's just dark. In the bedroom, I'd look over at my bedroom, and it's just pitch black, which is probably why my avatar is being weird now because I don't have no actual bright lights on.
Maybe. This dinosaur looks like he's frothing at the mouth or something.
You just now paid attention to that. How long? Let's me. I'm gonna count. How many episodes has it been? Kevin's background.
I'm being so random too. I'm
Do,
saying the most
do.
random
All
stuff.
right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 episodes that has been your background. Oh, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25,
Oh,
26, 27,
oh,
28.
help me.
Yep. So 28 episodes ago, give or take, because some of the special ones and some of them you just have like a weird background. It has been our thing since episode 15.
You know what else is sad is I think I just now noticed that there's a city in the back.
No, there's no way you didn't notice the city the
I
entire
don't
time.
remember it being there before.
Do you remember the weird ass dinosaur face in the moon?
I do remember that. Yeah. That's
Oh,
actually
that,
that was actually the first thing that caught my eye when I first came out. Like I was like, oh well, there's a weird dinosaur head in the mood. And then I noticed obviously I noticed the dinosaur in the front and I noticed it was missing a leg. So those were the three things I noticed. I'm sure I probably self-consciously saw the city, but I never really looked right at it before, I don't think.
yeah,
So
like you've done this since Jurassic Park is awesome, or is it? Episode
yeah.
15.
Yeah, the city's kind of the same color as the smoke a little bit. Hmm, interesting.
Yeah.
I'm pointing out all this stuff.
Dang.
Hmm. Yeah,
Granted, there was a while that you didn't use it as your background.
yeah, I went through different backgrounds for a little while there. I bounced around between different ones.
Because after episode 27, which is Xenomorph King, playing with the Zoom avatar.
Yeah.
And then you got Shameless Debates, which is just when we were doing like the random background. You had the palm tree one, the beach.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
And
that
then
one.
you had your Egyptian one. Then you had your, oh, the one with the two gods sitting next to each other on the
Oh
volcano. You
yeah, I
explained those
forgot
to me
about
at
the
one point.
god ones. Yeah. Yeah, I had all those gods in the background. Yeah.
You know what's funny? The episode that you have the Egyptian god ones is incest in Arkansas.
Really?
Yeah, what's funny to me is the fact that the Egyptian royalty were all incest.
Yeah. I think two are Egyptian. Wasn't one of them the god of
It was Ra and Anubis is the one you have with the Egyptian one. The other
oh,
one
okay. Maybe I'm thinking of a different one.
has
It's been a while.
oh, I can't remember these two.
I
God,
still
you
have those.
explained them to me.
Yeah, I still have those pictures somewhere on my laptop. I just don't remember where I put them.
But yeah, you use those guys all the way until the next Halloween time. till Halloween, and then you use some random leaves with red light going through all through November.
Okay, I remember. Yeah, I for a while there I did, yeah, Ra and Anubis, and then there was Yahweh is in the middle, but you couldn't see him because my head was in the way.
Yeah,
And then later on I switched it to where it was Baal, Yahweh in the middle, who you still can't see because my head's in the way, and then on the side was Moloch, which they're like ancient like Canaanite gods, I guess you could call them.
yeah.
So, but yeah, I forgot about that one.
And then you have the Christmas episode, last Christmas, and then you start to use
Ah,
the dinosaur at this one as your personal one. New Year, New Me, episode 49 is when you put it back, and it's been that ever since.
this one,
Until, of
the dinosaur.
course, yep, until
Yeah,
we're still last episode, which was for Halloween.
yeah. It's probably because I just wanted to change it to something. I was like, hey, why not just the podcast logo? So I just
Yeah,
threw it up. So I threw it up. Get it? I threw it
ma'am.
up.
Yeah,
Oh God. I'm being random today.
my dog's here in the neighbors, so she's like doing the little gruffing thing. But yeah, all this time, you have used that thing.
I like the letters on your Barf City background. They have a good pop to them. Like,
Oh, thank you.
oh, freaking A, dude. Yeah, they pop out really well.
Yeah, I'm gonna be probably switching between backgrounds for a little bit till I get the one I really like for now.
Yeah, I'll play around with some, and the next episode I'll get a new one. Since apparently, since
Finally.
apparently I've had this one forever. I didn't realize I was using it that long. So
Honestly, it's probably about time to change our logo anyway.
yeah, we need
We
to.
could probably
Yeah,
just use this
yeah,
one behind me since it's just a simple Barf City.
yeah.
It doesn't say, with Kevin or Eric or anything. It's just Barf City.
Barf City.
Ah.
Boo.
Uh,
Now I'm
wow.
humming.
I still can't believe 2 years of doing this off and on.
Yeah, it doesn't really feel like it.
No, it doesn't.
It feels more like maybe a year.
Yeah.
The first year didn't really feel like a year either, because when I brought that up, I was like, it kind of feels like we've only been doing it a couple of months. So
Now, I don't even remember the first year of
yeah,
doing it.
I remember us vaguely talking. I don't remember what we talked about, but I think we just did it like a recap of the podcast a little bit, and then we probably blabbered on for a while, like we're doing right now. And then, but yeah, this one it doesn't really feel like 2 years. So we'll see how the third year feels.
Yeah,
Assuming we make it that far, we probably will.
we will. We're going to do it. We're going to do it, people. Don't worry about it. And if we disappear for like a couple months, we'll always be back. You can't.
We always come back. We're
We
like Michael Myers.
always come back.
Just when they thought they got rid of us, we came back.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water. Ugh.
That's right. Dun 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 dun.
Here's Bob City. Yeah, people, now we're acting goofy. And no drugs were involved in the making of this film.
Nope. Ugh. My back was hurting in a specific spot like all this week, and I couldn't figure out. Like it almost feels like someone like punched me in my back, like the way it hurts. And I
Huh.
couldn't figure out why. And then finally, it dawned on me like a few days ago. I sit on my couch in kind of an awkward angle for really like way longer than I probably should. I set my laptop like on the armchair, and then I'll
Yeah.
slightly bend my body to the left, and I'll sit there and sit like that for like hours. And I finally was like, I think this might be what's hurting my back.
It probably is probably, very good chance for that.
I was talking to one of the truck drivers at work, telling him because I told him I was like the day before, I was like, yeah, for some reason my back, I was like, I don't know why it's hurting like that because I don't think I slept on it weird that I noticed or anything. But I was like, it feels like someone just like literally just punched me really hard right in the back. and he was like, he was like, maybe it was a ghost. That's what he told me. And then I told him the next day, I was like, I think it's because I was sitting in this chair weird. He was like, well, at least it wasn't a ghost.
All that makes me think of is my wife came across a thing that said, "Remember, people, all through October when you yawn, a ghost sticks his pee pee in your mouth."
What the heck?
Like, ah,
I don't want to
the
think
internet.
about that every time I'm yawning.
Love the internet. You're going to now, especially.
Probably not knowing me. I'm kind of forgetful, but
You're not kind of. You are.
what?
You what?
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 It really bothers me that our avatar's strings are uneven. I don't know why that bothers me, but
Uh, oh God, I just not. Why'd you point that out? I
you
don't
never
like
noticed
that.
that before?
Oh my God, no, I don't pay attention to the stream.
Yeah, they did it, I guess, because they thought that would probably look more natural,
Uh,
but it just bothers me. I'd would rather them just keep it even. So,
it's not
but
natural for me because every time I
yeah,
wear
because
these mine
if
are
mine
even.
are uneven, I would straight at least. I mean, obviously they're not perfect, but straight to like the naked eye, you know. So
What I do is I grab the ends and put just the tips of my mouth. Yeah, just tip, and then
yeah, I
I
don't.
pull down on the.
Yeah, I don't do that, but
I'm very OC. I make sure they're like the exact same thing, or so close to the exact same length that you'd actually have to like. I'd have to actually analyze them to notice the difference.
as long as they look even, that's fine with me. I just, but these are obviously like uneven. That would bother me if I my strings were like that on my jacket or sweatshirt or whatever you want to call it. Stop closing your eyes, you stupid avatar. Now I'm getting irritable. So
Well, that's been this is a great 200 2 year
ew,
anniversary. Damn.
you just threw up.
Ooh, verbal vomit right there. That's our title right there. Go. I'm not gonna. I gotta be careful because I might set some people off.
Well, I mean, they're listening to a podcast called
Uh,
Barf City, so
yeah. At least we're not like out here, like doing like fucking Rick from Rick and Morty.
what did he do?
Ugh. Everyone talk after a while. That whole like weird talking and the brrr that he does all the time in the show.
Oh, I guess I never caught on to that. It's been a long time
Yeah,
since I've watched that show, though. Mhm.
yeah. Uh,
And I think I've only seen like maybe 5 episodes.
apparently people were talking crap about the Rick and Morty anime. So I don't know.
The Rick and Morty what?
Anime?
Oh, anime.
Yeah.
I thought you said animals.
Yep. There's Rick and Morty animals.
Oh yeah,
And you know.
yeah, I did know that actually.
Yeah.
There's something on my head.
Your hair.
I hope so. I'm not ready to lose that yet. But
Ouch.
I'll wait until I'm like 80, then I won't care anymore. Well, probably won't care anyway. Maybe I'll still care. I don't know. I have kind of a vanity problem when it comes to my hair, so I might, knowing me, I probably would still care even when I'm 80. Be like, don't mess
Probably.
with my hair. Mm,
No, not my hair.
not the hair, anything but my hair. Mm.
Uh, yeah, this is, I mean, I guess we've always talked about we don't really, you know, script our topics like a lot of podcasts do. I guess this is just evidence of it.
Unless this is how we scripted it. We're trying really hard to make it sound like we didn't script it by making it like this. Could you
Scriptception.
imagine typing all that out? Just like long pause. Talk
Eric
about the
laughs
podcast.
extremely long.
Talk about the podcast logo for a few minutes. Uh, long pause. Yeah. A lot of long pauses in there.
Don't worry, guys. Our the writers for a script, they do a lot of cocaine and meth. It's
Oh
fine.
yeah, all the above. Yeah. Oh God, I keep taking a drink of my drink and there's nothing in there. So I don't know why I keep doing that because I guess
I
it's
don't know
sitting
why
there.
either.
It's sitting there, so I keep wanting to grab it. And then every time I take a drink, I'm like, oh yeah, it's empty.
Depression.
What?
I don't know.
Sorry, but I didn't mean to cough in your ear.
It smelled like me earlier when we got talking. Oh, I just took a drink of Dr. Pepper. Was not expecting to just like let all the demons out.
Well, Dr. Pepper will do that to you. It's I don't know what it is about that drink, but it makes you
He's
burp.
the doctor for the soul.
The doctor for the soul.
Yeah. I got the strawberries and one.
The what?
Strawberries and cream.
Strawberries and cream.
Yeah, they have strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper.
Jeez. They should just call it Fruity Duty Dr. Pepper.
I kind of regret it because it's very fucking sweet.
Yeah, that sounds like that would be way too sweet. One weird thing is the freaking what the freak is it called? The peach Mountain Dew drink that KFC has.
Hmm. I
Is
haven't
that
tried it.
it actually has less sugar in it than most sodas, but it tastes really sweet, I guess, because of the natural flavoring they put in it. Like when you drink it, it tastes like really sugary, but when you look up how much sugar it has in it, it actually doesn't have that much in it compared to most sodas.
Huh.
Maybe when they put the normal amount, it was way too sweet, so they actually had to lower the amount of sugar in it. So we have to put less sugar in this because it's too freaking sweet.
We're just turning it back into syrup. No carbonation.
No, it had carbonation. It was an all right tasting drink, I guess. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, that's all the time we got. So, what a way to end off talking about
Yep.
soda.
We're talking about sodas at the end of Off City episode. Shark, shark, shark. Ah.
Well, we made it 2 years,
Ah.
everybody. So,
Have you? Let's see if we can make it another one.
another
We'll
2 years or another year.
let's stay small. Let's do it. Let's go year by year.
How
I don't want to make that big of a commitment yet.
Oh, come on. How about
Yeah.
17 years?
Oh, in 17 years, you might as well just have raised a whole new child.
Oh, God, I hope not. You got enough of those.
All right, everyone. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe on everything. You can, Spotify, YouTube, blah, 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 blah. Comment. I might read it, blah, 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 blah. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Welcome to the city where chaos thrives. Kevin and Eric keep people alive. Random talks and stories collide. Park City Anthem, let's take a ride. Park City, the place to be. Laughs and madness, wild and free. Tune in now, let the good vibes flow. Park City, your favorite show. Guitars, drum and synths ignite. Jokes and banter, morning or night. From the weird to the totally bizarre, Park City Laughs and madness, wild and free. Tune in now, let the good vibes flow. Bar City, your favorite show. Eric drops a pun, Kevin